Welcome to another episode of You Know
Ball, baby!
Brought to you by the Run the Play Network. I'm your host, Anthony. To my right, I got Phil in the building. Phil, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited for this offseason. I'm excited for this NBA Finals. Dodgers beat the Padres.
Nice.
And I'm chilling, bro. I just
There you
can't
go.
wait to talk about these little finals right here, bro.
Yeah.
Game 1 and Game 2.
Yeah.
How you feeling, big dog?
Hey, I'm feeling good. The Discord's been turning me up. Shout out the Discord. Get active in there, man. Join the Discord. We're running trivia. Phil just took first place in our sports trivia. We got 3 players tied for first, like 3 players tied for second. So it's wide open in our trivia tournament, man. So make sure you guys join the Discord down below. The winner's going to get an Amazon gift card, and we're going to probably be running this every month. Mm-hmm. So make sure you guys check that out. Yeah, I'm feeling good about the finals, man. The last game was a punch in the mouth to Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Game 1 really quick. Vibes in Game 1, after the game, I was probably at an all-time low. I watched it with Ian and Isaiah, our homeboys.
Oh, man.
So I drove out to Upland to watch the game. Mm-hmm. I drove with my little brother Josiah. On the way back, he's just talking shit the whole time. He's like, overrate that, whatever. We're in this pizza place, bro. And he hits that shot, everyone goes crazy.
Oh, my
I'm like,
gosh.
damn, I didn't know there was that many Pacer fans in fucking Upland. All of a sudden, I was like, what the fuck is this? So, yeah, I mean, vibes were at an all-time low. And then the second game started, and we just swinging. Fight back, you know?
Swing back.
Swing back, exactly.
Swing back.
But we're going to talk about the first game really quick to kind of get it out there. My big knock on the Thunder in the first game were that J-Dub and Chet just weren't doing shit.
Exactly.
They just got to be more aggressive, and they did in Game 2. Even though, like, statistically it didn't show up, but they were just taking more shots, applying more pressure, and kind of gassing out Indiana. Shea can't do it all. You know, I do think I'm ready to say Shea's the best player in the NBA now.
Yeah.
He's just killing everyone he gets matched up with. I believe it's 11 straight 30-point games in the playoffs or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just insane what he's doing. And it's like a run we haven't seen since like 16 LeBron, 17 LeBron, I feel like, where it's just kind of like no matter what you do, you can't really stop this guy for a whole playoff run. So I'm going to give a huge shout out to Shea. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're going to have to see what he does tomorrow night or tonight as you guys are watching this to see if he could keep it up consistently. Yeah. But, man, if he keeps this up, this is definitely one of the best playoff runs I've ever watched from a player because he's just consistently killing.
He's scaring me, bro. He's scaring me only because, like, he's giving me Kobe vibes.
It is really Kobe vibes,
He's really giving me Kobe vibes because he'll definitely, like you said, 11 straight games with 30 points, but he'll get you like 5 and 5 or even like 6 and 6 with maybe even a steal and a block or 2 steals and 2 blocks. But
for the Thunder, he's the worst defender on the court, but he's like a great defender.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't know, man. He's just, the more he's playing, and I've liked him even when he was on the Flippers, I was like, this guy is like mechanics and like everything is impressive. His footwork, the way he scores, the way he can shoot when he's standing still and even create when he's moving. It's unbelievable. So I definitely get Kobe vibes from him. With the Pacers, I like the fact that they are a team together. I like that no matter what, if they're in a situation, like, they come to each other and try to figure it out. They're never freaking out, which is what I like. But it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. We saw it in Game 2. And I love that mentality, that little clip that J-Dub was like, hey, they're comfortable down 15. We got to keep pressing on the next. That's what you got to tell your teammates. That's what you got to, like,
bring them
instill in yourself. Like, this is the NBA Finals. You can't mess around. You can't. Yeah. You got to take every game that you have available to you and, what's the word? Nip it in the bud. Now you're going to be going over to their house, and you could just go tie it and just be good, but you want to just get those 2 games on the road.
You got to punch him in the mouth. So that was huge for us to respond like that. But as far as the first game goes, I had a couple predictions I was pretty proud of. We talked about it in the first episode. I was happy we started Case and Wallace, man. You knocked me for that a little bit. You said that they should start Caruso. Case and Wallace obviously didn't do great in that game, but I think it shows Mark Daigneault's coaching, bro, because Case and Wallace cooked against Indiana in the regular season. So I was happy to see that. And then I had a great betting prediction too. And I texted the homies. I was like, this is the lock. I told him put it on Boom Fantasy. Let's hear a word from them really quick.
Man, okay, LeBron hit my parlay. Let's get it.
Oh shit, he hit it?
Yeah, bro. Look at this.
I won $200. I told you, parlay.
How the heck did you win $200?
I used Boom Fantasy. I used their pick and spin, spun the wheel, got 10 times my money.
Bro, you gotta hook me up.
If you use code RTP, you could get a risk-free bet up to $100. Let's get back to the video. Told him Andrew Nembhard is gonna get more than 4.5 assists because Tyrese Halliburton. I know he hit the game winner, right? And everyone called him a superstar and overrated him, whatever. Andrew Nembhard or Tyrese Halliburton got locked up that game for a majority of that game.
For game one?
Yes.
Okay.
When he got locked up, Nembhard is the guy who steps up, and Nembhard did exactly that in the second half. I think he had like 2 assists in the first half, and I was like, man, I fucked up. Don't blame me for this one. But
then sitting there, you were like, come on, man.
He turned up. So that was my lock. Shout out Nembhard. He's been great, bro. And I still think that, like, whether it's Indiana or he gets a new home somewhere else, he's going to be a star player. Like, he has all-star potential to me somewhere because he just makes good decisions. Like, guys like that are so underrated because so many guys in the league nowadays, it's either I'm going to shoot or drive to the basket. Nembhard just knows how to make plays for these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Nembhard gets his flowers from me for sure. I like what you said about them being a team, right?
Yeah.
And that's always been my knock on Tyrese, where that team is stacked. Like, to put him in the superstar tier to me is just like what are we doing, you know? Because he doesn't have the numbers that, like, Shea or Jokic have or something like that, you know? So it's not like he's dragging these guys or he's, like, just part of a good team.
Yeah.
So I'm sick of the Tyrese overhype. And I'm going to keep saying that. Someone commented on our video because I said Trae Young over Tyrese. And they were like, if Tyrese took as many shots as Trae Young, then he'd average the same amount of points because of his efficiency. I'm like, bro, like, that's just not true, though, because if Tyrese took as many shots as Trae Young, he would get guarded completely different. Because Trae Young can make tough shots. Tyrese really can't unless there's, like, the game on the line. You know?
Last 3 seconds.
Last 3 seconds, sure. If every game was the last 3 seconds, Tyrese Halliburton's a superstar.
Oh, yeah.
But 14-9 just doesn't move me, respectfully.
It's still just so crazy that he has 4 clutch shots in these playoffs.
It is. He's on a run.
Nuts, bro.
He's on the clutchest playoff run ever, you know? It's very impressive what he's doing. And I don't mean to knock him because I do think he's had an impressive run. But I just hate, like, throwing these players in tiers that they're just not in. You know, he's just, like, he hasn't been, like, some amazing – the Pacers have been an amazing team this playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't been, like, amazing throughout 4 quarters in majority of the games except that Knicks Game 5. Because that Knicks Game 5 or 6 or whatever it was fucking insane. Like, that was an insane performance.
The Game 5 where he had 34?
Yeah, he had 34, 14, and 12, I think.
That was unbelievable, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. But in that second game, he struggled too. He had like 6 turnovers, 6 assists or something like that. The Thunder's aggressiveness, I feel like, is what took us to where we needed to be because we applied so much pressure. And then, obviously, we have the defense to shut anyone down on any given night. Yeah. And Caruso stepped up for us big. The Caruso's here, baby.
The Caruso, man.
You just got matched up with Caruso when you start limping the next game. You know? Caruso, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins had a good game. Like, man, I'm ready to see us win it all, man. I really am.
I'm telling you, bro, like, I just want the Pacers to win one more game.
Just for our bet?
Yes. I want to see OKC raise the trophy because, like, you know, everything that you guys have been through and, like, to just top it off with, like, we got rid of our old guys and we won with these young guys. Boom. Like, I would love that. But just for bet's sake, please, Pacers, win one more game. Just one.
If y'all don't know if the Thunder win in 6 or 7, I gotta eat a spicy chicken wing. If the Thunder win in 4 or 5, which can't happen anymore, except 5, I gotta sleep out. Then I gotta eat a spicy chicken wing. So we got an interesting game on our hands here,
bro. Please just win one more. I don't want to eat the spicy wing.
What has to change in Indiana for them to win one more?
All right. So for Indiana. That's a good question because that defense in game 2, I was like, hey, it's OKC. You had that good run coming back, but they finally woke up. So I think that you need to figure out a way to just get the ball in the hoop. You got to figure out a way to score on them and not, like, match their physicality, I guess. Yeah. Because it's not like you guys are fouling. You're just playing way more physical. So if they can match your physicality and maybe have you guys start missing or shooting some tough shots, and maybe even try to make it a little harder for SGA, I think they have a chance. But one of the other big things is Tyrese needs to wake up. I think that if you're not going to be able to pass the ball and like create, you got to just go and try to score, man. You got to go and try to score because that opens up the floor for everybody else.
And that's what I've been saying though, bro. And this is where I feel like I might be more different than the general fan. I don't think Tyrese has that. I don't think he has that ability. Sure, everyone every once in a while has a night where their shot just doesn't miss. But I don't think Tyrese is the type of guy to be able to turn it on. You know, and like, sure, let's say game 3 he goes out and scores 30. I'm not believing in that. I'm not saying like, all right, Tyrese could win us the series because he could put up 30 any given night. Nah, he's not. Like, Jalen Williams is a better scorer than him. He could go out and give us 30 and turn that extra gear. Tyrese to me is just not that scorer and hasn't been that scorer all season. Siakam's a guy though, where if Siakam wants to turn it on, he might be able to do it. But that defense is just exhausting, man.
Yeah. So I think that you just really need, like, if it's Andrew Nembhard, by all means. If it's Aaron Nesmith, by all means. But you need somebody to score. You need if it isn't Tyrese, somebody else needs to step up and do it. If it's Pascal Siakam, I mean, I expect him to be the next person to step up. Because if I'm being for real,
Or Benny.
or you know what? Yeah,
Benny,
yeah.
When Benny's on, he could give you that 30. When he's not on, then it's like you're Dion Waiters, brother.
Yeah, you got him 14 in 21 minutes, shot 4 for 7, which isn't bad.
They just don't play him a lot because he has that. He's very inconsistent. He's probably the most inconsistent player in this series.
Yeah.
It's tough. Carlisle's in a tough position for sure. Carlisle, I feel like low-key by the end of that first game, outcoached Marky D. And Mark Daigneault said, hold that. Like,
Mark Daigneault, he was chilling the end of the NBA Finals. He's like, we good. And then right when he saw y'all won, he was like, all right.
Yeah. Let me lock in really quick. Nah, he's like, genuinely, this might be the best coach season I've ever seen from a single coach. He outcoached every coach he's played in the playoffs so far. His coaching's a big. I don't think he gets enough credit for this team's success because I think a lot of coaches would come into this situation and fuck it up. Realistically, I mean, sure we have Shea, who is a bona fide like top 5 talent in the NBA, no argument about it. But like Jalen Williams is good, Chet is good. I think a mediocre coach wouldn't be able to utilize them the right way. Marky D puts everyone in the right spot at the right time all the time. I think the only thing he kind of lacks is like being able to fire the guys up a little bit. But I mean, he's just a great he's the best X's and O's coach I may have ever watched. Like, he just cooks.
Wait, the best ever?
In my lifetime.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's Popovich, who
Phil Jackson,
but I watched like tail end Phil. You know,
yeah, I feel you.
New York Phil Jackson when he was trying to get Derek Fisher to run the triangle.
Wait, New York. Okay, my bad.
When he was a GM and Derek Fisher was there, and they were like, "We have to run the triangle," and that shit was just nasty, you know. But no, Phil's great too. But I think what Phil's power is being able to control like superstars, and get them to buy in. I don't know if he's as great of an X's and O's coach as like Popovich, for example. But Popovich is a goat too. But Popovich fucked up not having Tim Duncan play in that Ray Allen game. Marky D would have had Timmy D in there.
Oh man, Timmy would have had 6. He
Exactly.
would have had 6.
Tim Duncan, man, I've been working on that video for like the best teams ever. He might be the most underrated player ever.
Oh yeah,
Tim Duncan, 2000. If you don't know, bro, go watch 2002 Tim Duncan. Dead ass, the like best individual season maybe I've ever seen from a player.
I love Tim Duncan, bro. Like, and the fact that he could safely be, and like, I mean, everybody probably has him like 6 or like
6
8
to 10.
Yeah, 6 to 10. But he was a scary player, like, because he just wouldn't talk. Kevin Garnett said it best. He was trying to trash talk to him, and then right when the next play happened, Tim Duncan said, "Good job," and he shot a fader in his face just like nothing. And he just walked away. He was like literally Kawhi Leonard before Kawhi Leonard came in the league.
For real. Perfect
He's just a
role
stick and
model
center.
for him. Yeah, Uncle Tim was the best, dude. But anything else you had to say about the finals, man? Quick episode.
I'm having fun watching these finals, bro.
I am too.
This is good basketball, and the fact that we're not really. I know that the general thing they're talking about on ESPN is like is Tyrese Halliburton the superstar or not? I think more we should be talking about, is SGA going to be like, I mean, just to create conversation, SGA going to be like top 5 point guard if he wins this championship?
You think?
No, I'm sticking ESPN titles that they should do. Are the Indiana Pacers or OKC the better set franchise for the future? Is like stuff like that.
Let's play a game though. Let's play a game. SGA or this guy?
Okay.
All right. If he wins a championship, legacy wise.
Okay.
Chris Paul,
Over Chris Paul.
Harden,
Over Harden.
Stockton,
Over Stockton.
Isaiah Thomas, the Pistons.
Over Isaiah.
Really?
Yeah.
That might be. I don't think I would go that far.
I know
yet.
Isaiah Thomas has 2 chips, but the way SGA is playing, I feel like he's a better star than Isaiah right now.
Let me see. Let me go on Ranker. Let's see what the Ranker point guards are looking like.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think you could put him in like Curry, Magic Johnson conversations.
Yeah,
yet.
it's gonna take him a second to get up there.
I would hold off on that.
Yeah.
But
Like Russell
Allen
Westbrook.
Iverson.
Allen Iverson. Oof. Man,
I'd take Shea.
I'm taking SGA
Um,
if he wins the championship. Yeah. And then you got Russell Westbrook and then,
Russ.
Oscar Robertson.
I'm taking Shea over Russ. Is Shea the greatest Thunder player ever?
Yeah.
I think so too.
If he wins this chip, man, he's going to be the greatest Thunder player ever because he's going to be the first Thunder player ever to do it by technicality.
What about Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade? How many does he have again? 2 rings? 3 rings?
Wade has 3, I want to say.
He has 3.
Did Miami win 2?
Miami won 2.
He has
Yeah,
3.
because then he won one with Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to, if Shea wins this ring and he also came off of the MVP year, I'm going to give it to Shea.
What about Ray Allen? Wait. You're taking Shea over Wade?
I'm probably going to have to do SGA over Wade only because he won the MVP and he also won a champion. Or he's also winning a championship in this scenario.
I think I would take Wade, bro. Wade
You probably
averaged
take Wade?
30 in a season.
Mhm.
Wade should have won an MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And Wade got 3 rings. Wade was the best player on a championship team before LeBron got there and then won 2 more.
Yeah.
I'm just not ready for that yet. Soon. It was
I
crazy,
know.
bro. When I was driving back from watching that Thunder game,
Mhm.
I was in the car with Josiah, my little brother, and he's asking me how Dwayne Wade was as a player.
Dwayne Wade was good.
That was
bro.
weird for me, though, because I'm like, damn, you ain't grow up watching Dwayne Wade like me.
And you're like, wait,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
old.
I'm old, for real. Oh, yeah, I think I'd take Wade over him. I'd take Isaiah Thomas over him. But I would take Shea over, like, Iverson. Some of the other names we mentioned, obviously.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch. I got to rewatch some Dwayne Wade clips, bro.
Dude, Dwayne Wade was
The Flash,
fucking
man.
him.
The
Dwayne Wade
stinking
was him.
Flash.
If you think Shea's a foul baiter, watch Wade in that finals, bro. That shit was actually rigged.
Oh, my God. Which one? The 2012 or 2013?
No, 2006.
Oh, you talking about 2006?
or 7 or whatever it was, man. He was getting like there was a game that I think he outshot the Mavericks from the free throw line.
That's crazy that they played. He's played the Mavericks twice, and he won one and lost one.
Crazy, his biggest rival. Yeah, in the 2006 NBA Finals, it was 6 games, and Dwayne Wade made 75 free throws.
Wow.
There was in Game 5, he made 21 free throws that game. Had 43 points. That's crazy.
Holy crap.
It's bro, yeah. I mean that finals I think was rigged though. I think that ref was the ref that was like rigging games.
Oh.
So-
wait, I thought he was caught in the 90s.
No,
Was
there
it
was
early
the one.
2000s?
It's the same guy that screwed over the Kings versus the Lakers.
Yeah, I thought he was caught in the 90s.
No, that
Or-
Kings Lakers.
Oh, no,
series,
my bad. That was 2000s.
That Kings Lakers series was like 04, I want to say 05.
Maybe it's what
Something
it
like
was
that.
that he did most of his stuff in the 90s and then he was caught in the 2000s.
Maybe
'Cause
something.
I remember
like
there
that.
was something about him in the 90s and all the games. I think it was for the Bulls. It was
the
some
90s. No, the Bulls was the scorekeeper. Was like padding Jordan's stats a little bit. But the ref was Don. NBA ref.
I was gonna
rigged.
say if you show me a picture of him, I'll know which ref it was.
I watched something about him. Tim Donaghy.
I remember that name. I just don't remember his face.
This guy. Straight goober.
Oh,
Coach,
yeah.
Ref from 94 to 2007.
Stinking weirdo.
Weirdo. All right, guys. Let us know at home what you think about the NBA Finals so far. Comment down below your predictions. Make sure you join the Discord to play trivia with us. Phil, let us know what else they need to do.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Run the Play Network on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well and hit the link down below for the Discord channel. I'm Phil. This Ant-Man straight out the MCU. We out, and let's bounce.
Bounce, baby. Boom.